I think personally, the icon of the Statue of Liberty have been raped enough. Everybody has been claiming whatever stupidity on what freedom might or might not be, and I was very clear from the beginning that it didn't need more interpretation. So a strategy that I would have was to try to follow such a project through practical circumstances. I think it was the simplest way of doing it to say, okay, if we copy a thing, we do it one-to-one, because what does it mean if we do it double as big, or why would we do it half the size? All these kind of things have meaning too, and I think the thing with less meaning is probably to say I copy it just one-to-one, I didn't need to do much research before I found out that the surface was only 2 millimeters thick, that's the size of 2 pennies. And these informations just open up your mind, You suddenly just see these possibilities. And I had no idea of how it would be manageable or possible, or how it even should look like, but we were heading for it. Of course, I see political issues around such a sculpture. I see economical questions. I see formal questions. I think the problem for me many times to categorize, determine your works as one or the other, you enclose things, Because if you talk about the Statue of Liberty as a political thing, then it takes away the formal qualities of such a project. It takes away other elements of the project, which I think is important to exist side by side. We the people, it's not about going to the past. Since it's one of the most important icons for Western liberty, I think that deals very much about the present and our future. I think one is working within the time you live in, within the social environment, within the structure politically, whatever. This is the thing that constitutes your thinking in so many ways. And of course there can be a lot of things deep inside you that affects it, but initially I think all these things that comes out from you was an impression you had of the world. Personally, I wouldn't say that it was that I'm trying to question authorities, because if we knew who authority would be, it would be very easy to disassemble these kind of things and make things much easier. But of course, the problem is that all these kind of things are hidden agendas, hidden structures, hidden powers that are controlling a lot of things that we, have to live under. Now I don't remember how I thought before, but it really must have disturbed my idea of what this sculpture would be, And these are the information that, that's when things can be great. It's really this things that you know so well, that are so familiar to you, but that you can just slightly make it unfamiliar with very, very simple information. I really don't believe as an artist that you can, it's difficult to expect how viewers are looking at your art, because we know, hopefully by now, that to view things really depends on information, on cultural background, gender, social classes, whatever. I think what is beautiful about art. It's one of the rare fields where you just need like to, you as an artist or I as an artist is creating something, purely, first of all for my own sake, and that some strangers out there, just one, catch up on it. I mean, isn't that beautiful in itself? That's at least what I find so beautiful, that this is the only thing that you really, that I really is concerned about, this abstract bridging between very different people, and that there's possibility for that. I think too many things have determined how, or are trying to determine how my life should be or should not be. I think it was like putting up a gigantic mirror that people could look at, And if it would be successful, the project, it would be that people would renegotiate what they would think of freedom.